Okay, here we go. Now then, you guys can hear me. So, just gonna base this off of the last episode. So this is the light carrier. It's supposed to be a cruiser. However, it's not big enough to be one. So I just use this as a uh, tank deployer. So basically, the tanks will be in here. However, there are none in here because I didn't save it as that. So I have tanks, but they're not really on the ship yet. But they do fit on it, like in the docks themselves. But now they don't work. Now that the docks have been changed, thanks a lot. But I'll fix it. It's fixable. Oh yeah, this thing has the power of a shredder. It has around 5 to 7 turrets, and it has the power of a shredder. So, before the shredder idea, the light carrier, not the carrier, the light interceptor actually had this idea of a shredder. So I got all my shredder ideas from that one ship, and I got that ship from NAS, which is my first multiplayer ship I built on a multiplayer server. So the shredder idea is used mostly in the lab, but I try to use really powerful AMC arrays that are grouped together. I try to put those in there so I can destroy faction blocks because for some reason shredders don't work that well against faction modules. So I have secondary AMCs to help support them. This thing has poor shielding, has terrible thrust. However, this thing has a lot of power. So when I use the shredder, it has enough power to spare, surprisingly. Next on the list, which is above the frigate, is the destroyer. And as you may see, this front is basically the copy of the carrier on the side right there that we just talked about. This thing has quad rockets that don't work, a AMC array that doesn't work, and it has a docking that doesn't work. Not only that, but the turns on it are actually decapitated because of the update. So as you may see, this one is off a lot. So this thing has pretty good shooting, had good firepower before the update. The thrust I would say is mildly okay. Turning speed sucks a lot. It sucks a lot. I will admit that. But it really has a really slick design, and right now it's in its incomplete stage because not some of it, but I have power problems with this ship. So I'm gonna save this as with a hanger, then I'm gonna get rid of it. So all this empty space will be filled with nothing more but power, regen, all that good stuff. Next ship that I wish you guys could see. I guess you can see the new beginnings of a new frigate. This will be a light frigate, and this one will possibly be used mostly, but I hope to get the heavy frigate back up and running soon in the other servers. So this frigate is supposed to have the new update stuff. So it should have effect blocks. Also, it should have some logic blocks on it soon. It should have decent firepower. It should have lasers on the bow, like the bottom part of the ship, and rockets that are heat-seeking. So I'm happy so far with it. I think. Oh come on, not a pirate raid. It's gonna ruin the game. And I have several minutes left. Okay. So yeah, this is just the beginnings of the ship so far. I so far got the rear obviously and the sides. I just need more time with the AMCs on how I want to group them. Um, I guess I can show you the new. Uh, this is supposed to be a heavy fighter, but it didn't turn out to be that heavy as apparent. So this thing can't kill a pirate unless it's close, and also this must be manned. It cannot be. I mean, it can be AI controlled, but AIs don't really kill the actual pirates. However, this thing is capable of killing pirates So, mind to self. Use this for your own self. This thing can take a beating from any point on the ship except for front, obviously, because it's full of glass. Anywhere else is pretty much invulnerable. That's just a ship I had to create so I can understand the new recharge blocks for shields. So I'll discuss that later in the next video. This is Everon. This is an actual ship that I created on my first time playing StarMade. So it barely changed really. It took some damage earlier. I don't know why. But it's it's lasers. It has Astro Technician and Salvage. They don't work no more for some reason. I don't know why. But this thing is pretty fast, surprisingly, and I have pirates. Yeah, that's not what I wanted. Get back in there. Thank you. Oh, those guys can die easily. What am I talking about? They can't do nothing to me though. Look at that. I'm right there, and they can't even shoot me. But I have good shields, so I'm good. So this is the lab base. It's not really complete because I barely had time to even work on it because I've been dealing with the ship problem right there. Oh my god, I'm taking a beating. What the heck? Oh well. I'm going to kill them anyway, just because they're annoying. Oh my god, this is horrible. Oh yeah. How about in the next video I will explain why certain blocks work and why they don't. I love when it does that. Let's make this quick, pirate. Meet your end. Screw it. So the next ship, which is the really big one, that is a fairly good sized dreadnought. I call it big ship because it doesn't really have an official name yet, but is roughly about a dreadnought size ship. It has no firepower yet because I forgot to save it. Because before this, I forgot to save it, so saving problems with me. Um, yeah, this thing has incredible shielding and lots and lots of power. I don't know how many exactly, but this is supposed to be a dreadnought, as apparently seen, as I told you. I kind of messed up on the thrusts, or the actual thrusters. Let me show you why. I think you might saw this. Right there. Now you see. Oh my god, this thing's so slow. So from that point to right about there, yeah, right about there is how much thrust I have. And that's actually more thrust than I ever needed. And it's basically pulling down this ship because I'm not using all my power that I should be. So I need to put in some what do they call it? Power storages. Die, Bo. He died. Don't worry. Yeah, he died. There's no means of looking at it. Oh my god, this is horrible. Oh yeah, there's another ship quickly need to interview, and that is Praetor. It's my first. Uh, I believe it was a frigate. It's a really small frigate for its size, but it is powerful. Or used to be powerful. It's AMC's. It's well, this is supposed to be a multi-purpose ship because I didn't know what to do in StarMade. So this was basically my first ship that got saved in my single player. This thing has two turrets. Two was supposed to have two ships docked to it. One's in the back, and one's supposed to be at the right side. This thing could take out multiple pirates, and it had good shields, good shielding, good power, good thrust, mean firepower. I think this thing had like two D1000 that did serious damage.